YouTube, what is going on, guys? What is going on? This is the second part of the vlog of me and my family going to Colorado. If you're interested in it, please do watch the video. If not, it's all good. There's gonna be some nuggets in it, also some experiences, some inspiration, some motivation, all that good stuff. So if that's the type of content you like, check it out, man. I always try to put a message in any of the videos that I put out. Just because it's not cutting hair doesn't mean it's not gonna be of value. So with that being said, man, let's go ahead and start this video. So in the first part of this vlog, we left off, we were in a yurt, we were sledding. It was a good time, and we were getting ready to jump on snowmobiles.
Excited?
Going down, baby.
Riding with Daddy?
So we actually booked those snowmobiles. As soon as we touched down to Colorado, we started booking stuff. And of course, everything was sold out. Luckily, my wife, she found this place. It was awesome. It was a great time, man. It was like 40 minutes outside of Vail, Colorado. When we were driving to get there, it was beautiful. And if you didn't see the part where we couldn't get uphill because our minivan had bald tires in the front and it's a front wheel drive car.
We have been trying to go up this hill
You were going, babe?
like 5 times already, right?
All right.
And the minivan is not doing it.
We're going. You ready?
We're
we gotta
going.
make it. We tried 100 times. Oh, shit. My shit already spinning. Come on. Come on. Take off. Take off.
You got full speed, Chris?
No. This is not what I mean. Bro, we're done.
Damn.
Going up this mountain to get to the snowmobiles was one of the scariest things I've done in recent memory. I had it in low gear. I was punching it, had my foot all the way down on the pedal, and that thing was, we were trying to get up some hills. It was scary going down hills. And when we went to go park, we got stuck. They had to push us out of the parking lot when we were getting ready to leave. But anyways, we get there, man. And just the views, man, the mountain, it was white snow, man. I guess the days before they didn't have a lot of snow, but there was plenty of snow when we went. So we get there, we were pretty much ready because we did so much research and asked so many questions that we were ready. We had like a whole bunch of gears, definitely have gloves, definitely have like a face mask, not like a face mask for COVID, but to keep your face warm. We had our own goggles. They supplied the helmets and the snowmobile, and we got on the snowmobile. In the beginning, they're kind of like training you, they're kind of like teaching you things. And snowmobiles are not like four-wheelers, they're more like motorcycles. Like, you have to move your body when you're steering, because if you just steer like this, if you're going straight and you go to turn, it's snow, it'll just slide going straight, right? So you got to lean your body in order to turn these snowmobiles. I didn't know that. I was expecting more like a four-wheeler experience. The trail was crazy. It was a 2-hour ride, and you know, once you get used to it, it is a blast. The kids were behind us. They were having a great time. I could just imagine, you know, what their experience is like. But anyways, we're going through the trails, and in the beginning, they're making you do like a whole bunch of different like turns and stuff. And then the guy that you're with, who's leading the pack, pretty much the tour guide, he determines whether he's gonna go through tougher trails with you or if he's gonna make it as basic as possible. And apparently he thought we were pretty good, so we went through some trails with trees. And the highlight of it was when we finally stopped at the very top of this mountain. We walk over and it's white snow everywhere. It's incredible. And there's people carving, there's carvings on the tree.
There it is. There.
Look, over here.
It's like baby powder. Holy smokes. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at this view, guys.
You guys just stay here for a second. Let me clear some of this.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Yo, this view is crazy.
And then you go to the top of it and you see this cliff and you have the most beautiful view of the mountains. It could have been better views because there was so much snow. It was kind of foggy, but in person, it was breathtaking, man. It's something you'll never forget. It's an experience you'll never forget. And that's what it's about, man. Having as many of those in your lifetime as possible. We took some family photos. You guys can see the videos of the scenery. It was just gorgeous, man. It was just gorgeous. And the tour guy was amazing. He was giving us all kinds of nuggets and stuff. The type of trees that are there, the whole history of the land that they own. And then after that, we stopped at this house. And this house is like 150 years old, older than that. It was built in the mid 1800s, 18 something, like 1850, 1860, something crazy like that. And apparently like people lived there, no AC, no nothing. Like it's just crazy. It's just crazy to think that people lived in this house. No AC, they had fireplace, and he was talking about the fireplace, like the fireplace was there, but they made it even better because the original fireplace had like holes and stuff in it. It probably didn't heat up as well as the fireplace now, where they've kind of like put like I don't know if it's concrete or whatever in between each of the bricks, so it would cover up all the holes. Even the house would have holes in it, and so they put something to kind of cover up the holes that I don't think the original owners of that house had. And he talked about how there was like a smoking area for meats, and then there was this area that was like super deep under the ground that was to store meats and stuff so they didn't go bad. Pretty crazy, man. I don't think the kids understood how crazy that was, but to me, it's like just thinking about living back then, we got it good these days. So anyways, from there, we take off. We start to wrap up the trip, and then we go full speed on them snowmobiles. The only footage I caught was us just kind of cruising slow. The last thing you want to do is have your phone out while you're going full speed and crash that thing. I'm not paying for that. If you crash it, if you mess it up, I think it's like 15 grand or something like that you got to pay. But yeah, snowmobiling, you'll never, ever forget that. If you've never done it, do it. So after snowmobiling, we went to Lions Head Village. So this is another village. In the first vlog, we went to Vale Village. Second vlog, we went to Lions Head. And Lions Head Village was literally walking distance. It was walking distance from our hotel. I like Lions Head Village better than Vale Village. Lions Head Village seemed like it had more going on. The restaurants were probably better as well. And the restaurant we went to had epic views of the ski lift. It had amazing food. People were watching the football game. And it's just another world. Then when we went outside, we took family photos. The views were crazy. It was a great time, man. Great time. I bought some cigars. So that night we had reservations to go to this fancy, really fancy restaurant. The food was really good. Great experience. And the restaurant I think we went to, it was a seafood restaurant, I forget the name, but it was in Lions Head Village as well. And then we came home. My wife and my sister would go to bed earlier than us. Me and my brother-in-law Ray, we would stay up, and we met some people, man, that were really cool at the bar that night. We just chopped it up to like probably like, I'll say midnight, and then we went to bed. So the next day we got up and we started heading to Denver. But on the way to Denver, Colorado has so much history, and I'm a history guy. We pulled over to this place that had an amazing view, right? And the kids didn't want to get out the car, but you could see like the train tracks, you could see mining, where people were mining and stuff. And I don't know if I caught it, but there was this plaque on this wall where that view was, and it kind of told the history of the two towns that were connected by that beautiful view. And so I geeked out, and it talked about the two towns, and I was like, yo, we gotta go to one of these towns. So we go to this town, man. Look at this, guys. Like, this is their downtown. That's their post office. You could see a really small salon / barbershop. That building had to have been built in 1860, 1870. And then you see the downtown area. That was built in the 1800s, guys, in the late 1800s. And look at the houses. The houses were tiny. Like, I was as tall as the first floor, I felt like. And people still live there. They still live there. The lights are on. And all these houses were built in the late 1800s. Could you imagine? Amazing, beautiful mining town. And apparently, the mining town that I went to, Georgetown, I believe, that wasn't even where all the mining was being done. But it was the higher end, like richer area. And in the actual mining towns were like the poorer areas, but all the people who owned the mines lived in this little town called Georgetown, I believe, Colorado. That's what you're seeing now. They got an old school there, like an old jail there. Pretty incredible stuff, man. And we went to a couple other mining towns that were really dope. Next time I would love to take a tour. And then from there we just kept going, and we went to downtown Denver. We went to the movie theater, saw the new Spider-Man, which was sick. Great. And then we went to like this Mexican restaurant, chilled out for a little bit, walked around. Denver was dope. And then we went to the airport, and that was it. That was the end of our trip. It was 4 days that we were out there, and it is now going to be a family tradition of mine. And we're gonna plan it out a lot better next year. And we're also going to welcome people and let them know ahead of time. So my wife has already like invited a couple people if they want to do it next year. But yeah, bro, like somebody commented on the first part of this vlog. Oh yeah, it was by Sergio. He said, truly hit home when you said that you decided to put less income in gifts and instead put it towards experiences that will linger in your kids' childhood memories and in your heart forever. I applaud and wish you a prosperous 2022. Yeah, man, we moving different this year, man. Like like I said, we're gonna do a vacation every quarter, God willing. Our kids are gonna have a childhood, an upbringing full of magical memories, man. It's a little selfish on mine because I know that that's gonna make me feel so much more fulfilled. It's gonna make me feel like I did what I could to have as little regrets as possible, because you can't get time back, guys. Can't get time back. It's crazy. And so all these trips will probably be mostly free, and I just use the Chase Ultimate Rewards program. Go YouTube some videos on that. I use that to book as many free trips as possible. If my wife gets a new credit card, we get the bonuses. I get a new credit card, we get the bonuses. I spend all my money on my credit cards. It's safer, there's warranties, all that good stuff, as long as you're disciplined. This isn't financial advice, but as long as you're disciplined, it is a major move to go this route, because as long as you're disciplined and you only use your credit cards on things you're gonna buy anyways, you're racking up these points, you're hitting these bonuses, it's raising your credit score. I got a bunch of credit cards and my credit score is over 800. You're getting some of the best resorts. As long as you're flexible as well, you're getting some of the best resorts for free. And so it's something I would definitely consider doing some research on. If you want to do the same in 2022, you can, without spending more money. You can do it just with the same lifestyle you have right now. As long as you know this credit card game, this travel game, making no more money than you made last year, you could take at least 2 amazing vacations this year where most of it will be paid for. I'm 33 years old. I turned 33. I started YouTube, I think I was 25. And I don't have many regrets, man, but I do wish in my 20s and in my early 30s, I do wish I knew about this and I spent more time creating memories. And although, like, I'm sure my kids have amazing memories, you don't need to travel to make amazing memories. That's not what I'm trying to say. But damn, there's only so much time and there's so much to explore and discover in this world. I do wish I would have utilized a little bit more of my time. But yeah, if you're a barber, you're self-employed, man, you can run all your expenses through your credit cards. If you're a barbershop owner, will let you pay rent with your credit card. I mean, that's something you can do as well.